作为 EOS 生态巨大的里程碑 ，EOS EVM 实现了世界上两个最著名的区块链以太坊和 EOS 生态系统之间的互操作性。那以太坊和 EOS 各自的优势到底是什么？为什么说 EOS EVM 堪称世界上性能最强、兼容性最好的 EVM 呢？EOS EVM 是怎么促进两大系统的深度融合、交流和建设？我们知道。EOS EVM 的上线也是引发了中国多数的玩家、多家区块链和玩家对于这方面的主动的报道，相信大家也积攒了很久的期待和好奇。这让我们来听一下他们怎么解答。As a significant milestone, EOS EVM achieves interoperability between two of the world's most prominent blockchain ecosystem. Ethereum and EOS. So, what are the advantages of EOS and Ethereum? And why is EOS EVM considered the most performant and compatible EVM on the market? How does EOS EVM facilitate the deep integration, communication, and construction of the two ecosystems? Any of you would like to share?
Sure, I can go ahead. So one of the things that was important for us when building out the EOS EVM was to ensure that when we say most performant, and when we say performance essentially means more than just transactions per second. It's a combination of and this we know very well in EOS, having had a chain over the last couple of years that was known for its on-chain performance, transactional performance, so to speak. But in order to build a successful ecosystem, you need more than just raw performance, raw throughput. What I mean by that is, and when we say that the EOS EVM is the most performant, is that it's a whole ecosystem. It is transactional throughput. It's the code on which it's built, which in our case is built on Silkworm, which is roughly twice as fast as the GoF. Geth essentially version. It's the accompanying funding. It's the block mapping 1-to-1, 1 second blocks to future-proof, to ensure compatibility, to ensure that the smart contracts that are deployed on it that are actually looking at block height don't fall out of sync because of different block speeds. It's the accompanying support in terms of DEX, swap, investments. It's the accompanying support in terms of the rest of the ecosystem too. So when we say EOS EVM is the most performant, it's a combination of all those factors which make it the most performant.
说到最具性能，说 EOS EVM 的性能是最优的，倒不仅仅是说它每秒钟的交易数量，因为尤其是对于 EOS 在过去几年，作为它一直都是以性能高这个优势出众的。那当然了，我们说要构建一个成功的生态系统，不仅仅是说它内部的吞吐量和出块速度和交易量等等，而尤其是讨论到它整个生态系统整个累加起来的性能是非常优秀的，不管是从它的代码呀，还是EOS EVM 是基于 Silkworm 的，它整体的速度也是比 Geth 要快2倍，而且它还基于一系列的社区资助，还有每1秒钟的出块时间，以及它的整个的出块时间不会因为它的1秒钟的区块时间是非常短的，所以不会因为失掉平衡而和其他的区块链产生一些性能方面的错位啊，包括它的 DEX 啊、它的 Swap 啊等等，所有的一切再加上其他区块链社区上面的优势，这些林林总总加起来，共同构成了它的高性能优势。
And so to add to that as well, our approach to building products isn't just about essentially providing supply. It's great if you have a lot of supply, but if there's no demand, it really essentially is pointless. And so ensuring that paired with the EVM launch, we had strategic partnerships. For example, the one that was announced last week with DWF, and that's just the first one. And many others are currently being worked on. That is extremely important because if you have tremendous supply, which obviously EOS has in terms of transactional throughput, in terms of let's say on-chain capacity, but it's not met with demand. If you can't support your partners, if you can't have other partners that can bring in essentially more applications, more users. And that when you have those users, also, if you don't have successful onboarding for them, so if the experience, the user experience is lacking, then essentially your user acquisition percentage, so to speak, is lower. So our approach is very much, of course, ensuring the supply, ensuring that we can meet a tremendous supply, but pairing that with demand. And so that's definitely been our focus. And that's what we say when we mean the most performant. It's a combination of all those variables.
说到做产品，它不仅仅是说产品的供给，当然供给一定要好，但是除了供给之外，如果有足够的供给，没有需求匹配上的话，那供给也是没有意义的。所以在构建 EVM 的时候，我们也和很多战略伙伴达成了协议，包括上周宣布的 DWF， 但是它只是第一个，我们还有很多正在联系、正在筹备中。所以我们一直是会有很多非常稳定的供给的，包括高存储量啊，包括我们的能力啊等等，都是非常在线的。但是如果只有供给还不够，我们还需要把它匹配足够多的需求。如果没有足够的合作伙伴来为我们不断持续的带来新的 APP、新的用户，那即便有或者是带来了新的用户，又没有办法给他们做很好的培训啊，让他们有非常好的用户体验，那也不算是非常高的性能。所以我们也是不断的在持续增加获客量，给用户带来持续稳定的用户体验，并且让我们的供给可以和需求稳定匹配，所以这是我们一直在专注构建高性能的一个方面。
And finally, to add to this, this is why we launched in basically what we call beta mainnet launch or mainnet beta launch. We wanted to make it clear that the product itself is fully functional, everything is good. However, we want to ensure that the other components that I just laid out are still in progress. They're still in the work, and that you'll see more and more of those being deployed, so that when we actually call it, let's say, the full 1.0 launch, that we have a full ecosystem built. And so expect to see that in the coming weeks and months as more partnerships are announced, as more applications that we've been working with are join, as more liquidity is deployed, etc., etc.
那最终想说一下，之所以我们这次管它的这次的 EVM 发布叫做数据主网发布，是因为这个产品本身是一方面，产品好是一个方面，那另外就是所有各个构建整个生态系统的方方面面也都在持续的构建中，并且将在接下来的几周或者几个月内持续发布，会带来更多更新的 APP 啊，以及更多新的合作伙伴啊，更多的流动性都会持续加入的。